This is a raw and unedited video of who I really am. Also, please leave negative comments to yourself. And I want you to just understand who I am. I was very skeptical about telling who I was, but I'm not. I want my voice and my truth to be heard. Before getting into this video, I hope you all love yourself, accept who you are, own your flaws, and have high self-esteem and self-confidence. Love your every inch of your body. Don't care what size you are, what shape you are, how you look. Own who you are. Be that person. Don't let anyone tear you down. In the previous video, I uploaded about having surgery on my feet. So here's the deep, raw, unedited truth about why I had surgery. Okay, so first of all, I want to say I am disabled. I have a disability that's called muscular dystrophy. It deals with the muscles. And I will put pictures following after I say all this, what it means, in pictures of examples. So I was born with muscular dystrophy. It's dealing with your muscles. And I don't know if it's secure or not. I never asked my doctors or try to search it up. All I know is it affects the muscles and it's extremely painful. There are days where I'll be in the bed in pain, can't move because it's just my muscles just hurt out of nowhere, or they'll just bother me when the weather changes. Like if it's cold or raining, my body will let me know that it's hurting. And there are times where I use a wheelchair because I can't walk long distances and I can't stand long distance, so that's like kind of hard for me as well. And the cool fact about myself, I don't have any kneecaps whatsoever at all. I just have a straight leg. That's it. So I was also born with a lazy eye. It was still swollen. I don't know if you can tell, but it's still swollen. And I also was born with club feet. So that's why I had surgery on my feet, because I don't know if it had something to do with me having club feet. Well, I already had surgery like as a child, but in the recent video was my surgery. I got my toes straightened out because I was born with underlapping toes. So I didn't know until last year that I could have surgery for that, and I went through that process. The process was very, like I said, it was painful, but it was okay. But now I totally see a change in my feet and how I put shoes on, and I'm glad I did go through that process. Also, having muscular dystrophy, there are times when you're going to shut down, have your little mood swings because you're in pain, and the medicine your doctor prescribed you, or the medicine, over-the-counter medicine you take don't really help as much. And there's just a lot come with it, especially me not having kneecaps. It's very hard because like I said, I can't walk long distance. I can't run. I forgot that I can't run. I can't stand long distance. And it's certain things like I can't bend or squat. And by my muscles being weak, I can't literally pick up heavy things because my muscles are weaker than the normal or average person. So one of my doctors, they told me when I was like a child, probably like teenage years, they did say I could have surgery to have a kneecap, but it wouldn't change anything with how I walk or stand. And I thought about it, but I was like, no, I didn't go through it because I want to own who I am. For years, it took time to like accept who I am because I'm disabled. And when you're in this type of cruel world, being disabled, people look at you differently or try to judge you, or most people say, oh, well, you're disabled, you're slow. And I can honestly say, being disabled doesn't necessarily mean that you're slow, mental, as some people call it, retard. And I do not like that word. I will, person around me, I like, don't use that word. Just say disabled or physically challenged or something like that. But I can say, growing up was very challenging for me, being a disabled child. Like, for example, as a child, I remember going up the stairs. I didn't walk up the stairs. I would use my hands and I'll crawl up the stairs until I finally make it. Or if I go down the stairs, I sit on my butt and I scoot down. And that's how, that's how I manage getting around. Also, since I don't have any kneecaps and I can't bend or squat, when I sit down, like on the floor or something, I have to put force on my hands and pull my body up. Like I can't bend my leg and just like, okay, let me get up. I have to use my hands and put all my force on my hands to get myself up. Or I ask for help. And back to the wheelchair. I have a wheelchair now. Well, I did have a wheelchair elementary. I have one now. But I only use it when I go out or like out of town on trips and stuff because, like I said, I can't walk long, can't stand long. And when I get tired, just pray because I'm going to shut down. I'm not going to talk to anybody. I'm going to be in a mood. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm just ready to go get in the bed so I can relax my body. Now, I can say sometimes, there are days when I'm feeling up for, like, I'm trying to push myself to do more than I'm supposed to do. Try to, say I can instead of can't. And because I like to prove people wrong. I don't want people to think, okay, well, I'm going to feel sorry for her because she has this or she has no. Treat me as you would treat a normal person. Don't treat me any differently because that lets me know you only treat me like this because you think I'm, kind of slow or something. I'm not. And there were times growing up where I went to physical therapy so I can have some type of strength, so my muscles wouldn't get as weak. And that sort of helped. Well, I'm not saying sort of, it did help. Because now that I'm older, I'm not doing anything really. And I can see that my muscles are weaker than what I was used to as a child when I was in physical therapy. I used to also ride horses. And that was like a big help as well because it gave me that extra strength with my upper body. I can't say growing up it was, like I said, it was very difficult. I feel like the outside child because I was the one that can't really do everything like any other child in my family could do. So, I would like stand on myself or stand on myself, stand alone, stuff like that, etc. But, like I said, at this day and age, you have to own who you are, accept who you are, regardless of the flaws, regardless how God created you, regardless how you look, because at the end of the day, it's not about what others think of you. It should be about what you think of yourself and how you want to carry yourself and present yourself and how you want people to know who you are as a person or as an individual. Don't let them, what's the word? Don't let them judge you because the world is judging you. Or don't let them judge you because, are you disabled? They automatically think, are you slow? No. I can tell you now, most of the people that's disabled are very smart. They're smarter than an average normal person. And I've seen that and witnessed that for myself. I'm not just saying that because I'm disabled. I'm saying that because I witnessed it. I've seen it. So before you approach someone that's disabled, get to know them. Don't just be their friend because you want, you making fun of them or you think, okay, you feeling sorry for them. No. I can say being a disabled person, I'm gonna say we're special because God gave us these unique gifts and a unique body to own and to change the world. And with me, I can say with my muscular dystrophy, I know there's other people out there that has it a lot worse than me. So I'm just thankful that mine isn't worse as theirs, but it's probably somewhat similar, because having muscles that's weak, constantly hurting you, or can't do this or can't do that, that's like sometimes exhausting. Because sometimes when you're in pain, you don't want to do anything. You just want to lay in the bed all day, feel sluggish, take your medicine, and hope, just hope you're feeling better. Sometimes, I suck my body, take a bath, suck my body. Like with my feet, having club feet, that's another thing. Some days, my feet will be swollen, just hurting out of nowhere. I have to soak them, take medicine for them. And it's just, it's a lot. I don't say it's a lot, but to me it's a lot because it's my life. And sometimes I have to go with the flow. Sometimes, like I said, I push myself to do the extreme because I don't want people to think I can't, and I know I can. My parents always instilled in me that never say can't, always say you can. And at one point I was playing the violin as well, so I could have like the hand strength, so my hands would be weak. And I think I played that for like 4 or 5 years. That helped too. I enjoyed playing the violin. I don't play no more, but yeah. And I just feel like being disabled in this world, you have to know who you are. Don't make yourself fit in with people that don't understand who you are as a person. Because being disabled, especially the things that you go through, no one can understand the feelings or pain that you're having unless someone raised you or was like brought up around you. Then they can understand how you feel, but feeling it, they'll never understand because everybody's body is different. And you just have to sometimes put on the brave space, like, okay, I'm fine, it's all good. There's something but deep down inside, you're tired, you don't know what to do, and stuff like that. And I can honestly say, the past 2 years, I've been living my truth. I've been accepting who I am as a person, owning up who I am, not letting anyone tear me down. I've had a couple people that tried to tear me down. At first, it used to bother me, but now it's like, okay, this is nothing new. Everybody gonna talk about you, whether you're alive or dead. It's up to you to ignore the negative comments, the negative rude remarks. Just look at them and just go on about your business, because they're ignorant. They don't know any better. They didn't do their research. They don't know what you're going through. They don't understand. Okay, so you have to just keep it moving. Kill them with kindness or smile. Like, yeah, you're right. So this is me. This is who I am. Take it or leave it. I don't care. Because at the end of the day, I love who I am. And I wouldn't change a thing about it. Because my parents and my grandmother taught me to be yourself. Don't let anybody tell you can't, because you can. And always ignore the negative comments. Just stay true to yourself. And I also hope anyone that's out there who's watching this, if you have a disability or you have something similar to mine, you can hit me up, text me. I will post my Instagram or Snap, it doesn't matter, in the link or description below. And I also hope that whoever that has disability in this world, I hope you watch this video and I hope you understand that you're not alone. I can't relate because sometimes it just feels like crap. I just want you to understand that you're beautiful, you're handsome, you're gorgeous, you're flawless. And don't think that you can't do anything, because you can. Put your mind to it. Love who you are. Own it, and don't be afraid to accept what you are, or what type of, don't be afraid to what type of disability you have. And yeah, love you guys. If you made it this far, thank you for watching this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. Shout out to my grandmother and my parents for always making me feel normal as any other average person out there. And like I said again, don't be afraid to own up who you are as a person. Be true to yourself. Don't let others define who you are as a person. You define who you are, not everyone around you. Love yourself. Instill that in you. Have that high self-confidence that you know you can have. Don't let anybody tear you down because you're different, or you look a certain way, or you built a certain way, things like that. Because God created everyone to be different, not equal. He created us to love each other equally, but He didn't create us to be equally the same. Everyone in this world is totally different. And it's only up to you to own who you are by being different and staying true to yourself. But like I said, love you guys. Stay tuned for more videos.
It can get so crazy, but as long as you're right here, none of the